And I'm fundraising because I've got something that's ready to scale. And I want you to think of this like vending machines for premium chicken feed. So I like to think of this as a $12 billion opportunity hiding in our backyards. And there's three real big things that are driving why I'm here today. This homestead movement is exploding. So folks are turning their backyards into homesteads. They're turning them into farms. They're putting gardens in because they want local control over their food. They want to know where it comes from. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that there's over 58 million chickens in people's backyards right there in the United States. And the folks that are raising these birds demand organic premium chicken feed, which is driving this $12 billion premium chicken food market, and one that's growing really, really fast. And the third thing that's really driving this market is that local retailers like garden centers need better solutions for getting traffic into their stores. They're facing just those spring rushes, so they're struggling with retention, and chicken feed offers them a great opportunity and solution to create customers that share values, and that creates that traction and that stickiness in their customer base. And as I've been working with customers, what I've learned is that local feed centers win. Folks really will go from, I have customers rather, that come from Colorado Springs, from Fort Morgan, from Cheyenne, all the way to Greeley, just to buy our feed, rather than buying it online or buying it from a big box store. And it's really shown me that customers are really valuing this connection versus the convenience that they can get from some of those other places. So the big idea here is what we call a feed hub. And so Blooming Health Seed and Feed is a growing network of decentralized feed locations. We call them feed hubs. And what they do is they allow a individual, a proprietor, to make premium fresh feed on site, right there in the garden center. They make all of this inside of a shipping container, and we offer the premium products that we can make inside of this chicken container, or inside this container, to chicken folks out there. And this is really driven by this next wave of chicken feed. We have piloted a proprietary process to take sprouted grains and turn them into bioavailable feed, something that's healthier for chickens, that allows them to lay better eggs and allows folks to save a lot of money. And there's a huge trend right now in the market to shift away from conventional feedstuffs like wheat or barley and start using insect-based proteins like black soldier fly larvae and even sprouted grains. And what's great is that we offer a kit for folks so that they can actually sprout out feed for their chickens on a daily basis, get live feed, and it uses our mix that we sell in our feed hubs, which allows folks to get something really convenient, but also creates retention and stickiness inside of our business because people are coming back and buying something that their chickens are eating all the time. Now, I have sold over 54,000 pounds of a custom blend chicken feed over the last year, and I have 40 recurring customers on a regular basis, which has allowed us to drive about $45,000 from this unique revenue stream. And what's really cool is I've done all of this locally without any paid ads. So again, this is all done with local word of mouth, and it's really shown me again in another way what these folks are valuing when they get to speak with me and they're buying this premium feed. For backyard chicken keepers, what a feed hub offers really is a way for them to get, and it's healthier, it gives them a better product, they get better eggs, or if they eat their chickens, they taste better. But it also is convenient. They can go to their local garden center, pick up their local chicken feed. And for garden centers, really, this allows them recurring revenue throughout the year and not just during that spring rush. But it also gives them a way to generate that revenue without having to figure it all out. We provide all the processes, all the infrastructure, and all of the materials that they need so that they can just run this, and then we support that back-end logistics for them. So That got messed up, but the way it works is the business model. So independent garden center owners will purchase a turnkey unit, and then they will get this fully stocked feed hub with all of the things that they need to make and sell live feed, and they pay a licensing fee, a recurring fee every single month in order to access our IP and get that logistical and marketing support. We're selling all of these different products out of that feed hub, and in return, we're asking for a 10% revenue share from those feed hubs. So we'll be driving the traffic to these feed hubs, building the business, and they'll be growing the local market. So it's a win-win for all of us. Now, I see Google Slides does not like. I also use Keynotes as well. But these are the revenue streams that are coming out of a feed hub by proportion. So we sell bagged feed, which has a pretty strong margin, and we're aiming to sell 6,000 to 10,000 pounds a month. And then we sell our sprouting kits for about $1,000 with a really strong margin. It's over 50% right now. We also have the custom formulations, which support those. So when people are buying these kits, they're also subscribing to these custom formulations and getting them on their doorstep, a lot like Amazon on a recurring basis. And right now, I also I sell wholesale to those folks that are what I call boutique farms. They're making a value-added product, so they want really great eggs, or they're baking a really great product. So we do wholesale to those folks right now. My strategy to get to market is to take what I've done and polish it out. We've got a working feed hub right now, and it's as I mentioned at the beginning, it's at capacity, so we're retrofitting this container to turn it into a more efficient operation and bringing in automation, so it's all run on a one part-time labor capacity. And then I'm looking for 3 individuals that are value aligned with us right now so that we can replicate this and move forward as fast as possible. This first year, I'm looking to secure 3 aligned garden center partners to help start building that revenue. And then, as I mentioned that flywheel earlier, the second year we look to expand over around 15 garden centers, trying to hit around $1 million in annual recurring revenue. And then in year 3, scale that up at about the same rate, looking at about a little over $3 million in annual recurring revenue. Now, this is based on the fact that there's over 16,000 garden centers in the United States, and 6,000 of them are aligned with the folks that are buying premium backyard chicken food. So we're seeing that this market is expected to be like a $20 billion market in the next 10 years. So as I mentioned, I'm looking for individuals that are aligned with some of the values that I've shared, and I'd love to talk offline for individuals that are looking to start a business, a turnkey business, selling premium chicken feed. This is really part of a bigger vision that I've had. You know, a lot of this supports my nonprofit called Blooming Health Farms, which teaches folks how to take back control of their lives, take back control of their food, and move forward and chase their own dreams. So I'm looking to scale really fast, and I would